Hey everybody, welcome back into the Rabbit Trail Studio. We are back again in 338 Studio for a very exciting episode. I can't wait to get into it. Jordan, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. This is gonna be
intro so hard.
I panicked hard.
Randall 100 and this is what 108?
108/9 possibly.
108 episodes and you totally screwed up that intro.
You know what? At first failure, I'll live with it.
No, disregarding a few because I have introed a few.
It's true.
So
yes,
it's just a few.
Okay. Chris,
Yes.
how's it going tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm doing actually incredibly well. If the precursor to this podcast is any glimpse as to what we're going to get on the actual show, it's
We've been
going to be
talking for an hour
insane.
already.
We have been talking. It's literally been over an hour. Guys, we said it in episode 107. That was 107. We are going to have a guest on for the first time in season 5. It's going to be freaking awesome. And I don't know if there's ever been a guest. Yeah, I'm gonna throw all the other guests under the bus.
Wow.
I don't know if there's ever been a guest where I've been so excited for. Like I've just been looking forward to it. He's someone that I dare I say look up to, even though he's shorter than me.
Brody's a bib.
Guys, today we are welcoming someone.
I have water to come out my nose in a minute.
We are welcoming someone who supersedes greatness in many ways.
Realtor,
He's
accountant.
an guys. We are introducing
Dude, I can't put two and two.
entrepreneur, a real estate agent, a model, musical wizard, sports genius, and all-around genius. Guys, Caleb Shaw, welcome to the podcast. Come on.
What kind of modeling was it?
A quick Google search told me all I needed to know about you.
So I used to. I've modeled for.
So you did.
You
I have. Yeah,
Not surprised.
I actually have.
There's probably nothing you haven't done. Actually.
So we talked about like doing.
Bagpipes, man. I haven't got it.
One thing.
I want to try.
We talked about possibly getting some people to like properly model the merch someday, like down the road, at some point.
yeah.
I literally one of the first names that popped in my head, Caleb Shaw. I was like,
I mean, it's always weird when any of those gigs came up because I've modeled for something for Champs before. I modeled something for. I did a runway thing for Macy's before.
He was on a run. You were on a runway?
Yeah.
For Macy's.
Was there a lot of airplanes?
No.
Randall, shut the.
No, actually, that would have made it fun to be at. Jeez, man, dude, I was younger,
Was it
and I
boring?
didn't really know what was going on, but it was something my mom had signed me up for.
Okay.
And then
I thought this was much more prestigious.
Did you like?
thing.
No,
Did you walk down to the end, like stomp your right foot, and then kind of shake?
Well, here's the
a little
thing.
bit?
Like, first off, they put me in a suit. I'm not that flattered.
Oh, okay. So like you had
So-
pants.
I
I did
tend
have
to
pants.
disagree.
I did have pants. Contrary to my other stories, I did have pants on. So like you showed up and it was like, dude, I don't even know really what it was, but they had me in a suit. I walked down, I walked back, and I was like, whatever. And then all my other modeling stuff is like, I used to work for the head of marketing and communications for YSU.
That is a title right there.
So
Golly.
most funny enough, and I didn't even graduate, but at that point in time, I was in like the YSU magazine. I was on the website. I actually
Go.
coded some of the website and stuff like
Oh my
the
goodness.
magazine that came into there to put that together. And then I've done modeling for, like I said, Champs before.
Dog. Let's go.
I feel like there was some other, but nothing like serious.
So time for a serious moment here. I definitely did not know that you modeled, and I just put that in there because I thought it'd be funny. But then you're like, "Oh, I do actually model." It's shocker.
But that,
which I
don't
shouldn't
wanna
be
say
surprised.
that I do because that like I feel like that takes away from the people who actually like do those opportunities have presented themselves, and I was just like, oh, okay, sure, that sounds like something that's interesting. But like once you meet people that have like this is their
Dedicated,
career,
they're
they're chasing after. I
like
hosted
lip
at,
filler and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They-
I got you.
I presented an award at an award show for a modeling thing called Hire. There's a guy in Warren named Tay Stubbs who has a modeling company.
Shout out Tay,
that's
man.
actually pretty serious. Like he does some really cool stuff. Like
Hey,
video
Tay, if you ever
stuff
need
and
some
stuff.
models, like,
Dude.
look no further than this show.
Dude, he does some legit stuff, and some of the people that he has on there like are really like this is their career path.
Okay.
It's like when you talk to them and like stuff that they go through, the stuff that they're chasing after, and like, dude, that's oh my goodness, bro. Let's
go.
I could
Nice.
never. That's tough, but it's cool stuff though. It's super cool.
So continuing to introduce who Caleb Shaw is to many people who listen and don't know anything about him other than the fact that he's modeling. Okay, so you got that in there. I think I've known you for what 2 years. I think is
Something like that,
something like
yeah.
2 years. I met you at a church, and we still currently go to the same church. You've been going to BC for 23 years.
Yes, sir.
So since then we've
23 years?
Yep.
That's impressive.
My parents were going there before I was born.
Yeah, we just learned pre-show your dad is jacked.
He is
shout out Caleb's dad.
large.
Absolutely.
At his biggest, dude, he was like.
Too bad you don't have a picture of him to prove it.
I tried. he's at his biggest. When he was doing competition, he was like 6'260".
Yeah, literally
Jeez.
pre-show he's like, I got to show you a picture of my dad.
It took me about 40 minutes. It took me a good, like if you would have timed it, maybe 43. Like it was some time. It was some time.
I love it. Yeah, so I've known Caleb for a few years. Randall has gotten to meet him officially for the first time a few
we met
months
before.
ago.
No, we talked about
Yeah,
this
yeah,
when you
yeah.
walked
You
out
talked.
for a split
You
second.
shook his hand at an event a few months ago,
It was memorable.
and then
It was because I remember.
Yeah, you did remember
I
me.
did.
I remembered you too.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
good job, guys. Good
actually
job.
adorable.
Thanks for the clarification there. And then from there, I think it's honestly been since like, let me think. It's been 2 weeks since I brought this idea up to you. I think about coming on the
Yeah,
show,
something like that, yeah.
And so I think when you go to, for those of you churchgoers out there, for you go to a new church and it's like, you meet a lot of people and, you talk to different people. But for me, Caleb was like a person that always you could hold a conversation with. Because, dude, meeting people who don't know how to hold conversations, especially at new events, wherever. Caleb, you know a lot about this. Yeah, I know you do.
I believe those are introverts.
I don't know if
Well,
I
there's
would
some people
call
are just
them introverts.
awkward.
Some people are just really
Yeah, that
awkward.
is true.
I actually can be awkward myself. I can be. And so
Facts.
that's just the way it rolls sometimes.
I think that I am awkward and just people like it for some reason. I've been getting away with it for a long time. But
23 years.
I think the time might be coming near where somebody's gonna.
But you're so good at talking.
Somebody's gonna realize.
Like I bet you were born talking.
Probably. I might have been, but somebody's gonna want me to shut up after a while. It's I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the back of my neck. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
no better release point than a podcast that talks
Yeah.
about pretty much anything you
this
want.
might be my last words.
What's
I shouldn't have said that. I gotta drive home. This sounds terrible. Okay.
That's actually really ominous. Yeah. Is there anything you've always wanted to talk about? But
Dude,
just,
if I die tonight, bro, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, dude, because I don't want to put that pressure on you guys.
Bro, like but actually
Just know, I went out doing what I love to do. I'll probably just be cruising, making my way, walking, faces passing them. But all right. This is what I'm talking about, dude. They're gonna silence me.
bro, the pressure's
after a
real.
while.
And considering the vehicle that you're driving, I mean, there is definitely a chance of something out of control taking
Hey,
place. What'd you roll up to the studio with?
I'm in the hands of Elon tonight.
The hands of Elon.
there is worse hands to be in, I will say that.
So a rocket.
You could be in.
I could agree with that.
Yeah, there's worse hands to be
You know, I
You
can
could
name
be
a
in
few.
Allstate's.
You could be in a Fiat.
That's solid as well. too.
What's your price to be the first man to step on Mars? Like if Elon
What's
reached
my
out
price?
to you, yeah.
If
what's
Elon
the
Musk
amount?
reached out to me and said, "Do you want to go to Mars tonight?" I would say, "Let me talk to my mom."
Granted, this is a 3-month journey. If you didn't know, if you don't like scientifically
Oh,
sound,
like,
to
if
get
I-
to Mars.
It's farther than that,
No,
ain't it?
I don't think so. You know what? I will do
3
some research.
months?
Keep talking. I will
That's
do
if you
some
have Easy
research.
Pass.
I actually don't know if I met you.
You got that? You got that sun pass?
Dude, could you imagine the toll fare for Mars? Dude, Caleb, why do you have $1 million toll fare? Like, forgot my Easy Pass. Dude, that's a commercial right there. They could record that.
That is a commercial. I'm gonna look it up.
You mentioned your mom just a minute ago. I don't know if I've
Yeah.
ever met her. Do you have a picture of her?
Oh, dude, don't do this. Actually, no.
was a setup.
I could
That
do
was
this
a
a lot
setup.
faster. I could do this a lot faster because she has a social media presence.
No,
Guys, while he is finding that, 7 months is the journey.
Wait, you-
time taken. So just to
going
confirm.
to social media.
Shut up.
Wait, you're going
Bro.
to social media to find a picture of your mom?
Shut up.
Bro, I will say Mother's Day is right around the corner. Maybe take a picture with her this Mother's Day.
Wait,
It's
this
a
is like
plan?
a family picture.
So I've
a plan.
actually met his mom already.
Oh, I hate you, man. I'm not even sure.
Caleb, you don't,
I'm not even gonna bring up a picture.
you don't need to find a picture.
Yeah, no. I remember you beat my mom. Yeah,
No, she's a great woman. I
He set you up for absolute
You know,
failure. there.
I mean, straight up.
Unbelievable. So what is your price? I need to know.
yeah.
To go to Mars,
Because Elon would probably match it.
man. Okay, so my price
It's a 7-month journey, by the way.
7 months there, 7 months back.
Yeah, correct.
Like, how long do I got to stay there?
One day.
So 7 plus 7 is 14 is 12. 4 months, so it's a year and a half.
Am I with anybody? It's just me.
It's you and
It's you and
another male of your choice.
Another male of my choice.
Unfortunately, a male.
How'd you gotta do that?
Because, you know what? You know what? I'm sorry. 2
we're
males
not-
of your choice.
I mean,
Now we're
if it was if it was one of the
Okay,
opposite
so-
gender, he'd probably have that bad boy populated by the time Elon got back.
So if me and the
year and a
male of
half,
my
so-
choice,
yeah.
do I have to name who the male is? Because that takes
No, you don't. I mean, but if you want to name, like, if there's else a celebrity,
I'd
you want to go to Mars with.
probably take my friend Isaiah.
Okay. Shout out Isaiah.
If he was, dude, he's a pretty funny guy. He's a character.
So you need someone to like stay.
like it'd be
laugh with and stuff.
sociable.
Like,
you
keep
know
it
what
light.
I need my price.
Because granted, you are going to be 300 million miles away, roughly
That's
from civilization. So like, you're going to want to be around someone that you can enjoy.
I don't think that I care about like being away from civilization. Like if I'm
Wait, being away
just-
from what?
civilization. The reason I say civilization is because there's this game back in the day, and I feel like I remember reading it as civilization, and I just never stopped. But that's might just because I can't read that well. But there's a yeah. I take Isaiah. That'd be funny. I probably need I need some steaks, a few chickens.
Bro, live?
Yeah, I'd take 1 or 2 live. The
like,
other ones could be
okay.
like frozen.
We're
or
talking
something.
million, 2 million, 3 million.
Oh, money. I'd do it for probably like 50 grand.
Whoa! Really?
Wow.
Why not?
You would go to
I
Mars
mean,
for
it's
50
a literally
But-
a once in a lifetime experience.
If you die, you're not
die.
getting that anyway.
Wait, so you're
Exactly.
considering a year and a half salary, 50,000?
That's more than a lot of it. Just more
Let's
than
be honest.
some
not
That's
people's.
like 2 days of his salary.
Whose salary?
Whose banker are you talking to? This is not mine, man.
No.
Huntington call you on this? Is this a setup for the IRS? Are you guys after me right now?
You have been served.
Dude, if you send me papers right now, bro, oh man, I tell you what, they got me. I tell you what, they would have got me, dog. If you serve me papers right now, bro, I couldn't even be mad, bro. I just have to, yay, you got me. You got me. You got me. No, that was good. No, that was pretty good.
Golly.
But no, yeah, I think. I mean, I guess it's Elon Musk. Yeah, I'd take a couple mil or something. You know, nothing
Okay.
crazy.
You did roll up in that Tesla.
It's not mine.
But
it doesn't
don't know
matter,
that.
Caleb.
the experience, I think, is like
Yeah, the
that's
experience
so
is
much
literally
of it.
priceless.
Yeah, but you need to like come back to like some fortune.
Am I
You know what mean?
guaranteed to like live through the entire thing?
100%.
Oh yeah, I like
Isaac
ask for
or
like a-
Isaiah? I don't know.
It's 50-50 shot on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I take like he'll be missed. It's
a great
I mean, yeah, dude, a couple mil. To be honest with you, like if I hit the lotto for like a couple mil, I would probably never have to work again. Just based
agree
off
with
of
that.
smart investments.
I was going to say,
not,
you
know
do
what I mean?
currently have a plan to retire at 35, is it?
I would hope to.
Yeah.
I would hope to.
Yeah, so you're looking at less than 2 decades before you're set
That
for
would-
life.
That would be a blessing if I could pull that off. That would absolutely be a blessing.
Well, you got a good head on your shoulders, so I could see it
I
happening.
try my best.
You're actually very smart.
I tried. You know.
Why did you say actually? Like,
Well, I'm just saying we work with a lower.
Randall is hilarious. Randall.
I'm literally in the corner. I can't get any further back here.
Dude, he's been killing me. Dude, absolutely killing me, bro.
No, where I was going with that, because you did insurance.
Correct.
You have your real estate license.
I wasn't
correct?
lying about you being a real estate agent. Yeah.
I am a real estate.
Yeah,
Right
you
there.
are a real estate
That
agent.
So
alone.
here, let me. I'm going to do it this way. For me, I just met you like officially
Yeah.
tonight, whatever. If I was meeting you for the first time, give me your rundown. Like what you do. What would you consider your job? Like for people listening at home, like what? Give us an overview. Let's do it that way. Let's
And keep it under about 2 hours.
yeah.
My-
But like meeting Caleb for the first time, if it was like a job interview, what would you say
So I've
to
got
like?
a PhD in philosophy. I've got.
He was
My
selling
name
houses at 4 years
is-
old.
No. My name is Caleb Ethan Shaw. That's my full name. Government. Put it out.
IRS.
IRS, dude.
We got him.
They know where I'm at. They can come find me if they can try.
He does
But,
have a shotgun.
They hey, all right now. They what did I drop? Oh,
You're good.
XLR on the floor. That could be a hit song. My name is Caleb Ethan Shaw. I'm 23 years old. I was born July 21st, 2000.
Social.
You almost got him.
Titles and positions. I am a real estate agent with Century 21 Lakeside in Austintown, Ohio. I've
Let's
been
go.
with them for
Hey.
4 years now. Love what I do there. Great people. Great people. Great people.
You can list off previous accolades too. It doesn't matter.
I'm currently the marketing and communications director for Downbeat and Warren. It's
That's a name. Holy cow.
non-profit organization helping students get into experiencing the music industry
Hey.
firsthand.
The IRS.
come on.
He does do some good. There's a non-profit.
Where do you think all the deductions got it? Bro, we gotta deduct something. Man, you know what I'm saying? But we're currently building a state-of-the-art studio in Warren right now. Too.
Let's go.
with the non-profit money.
Hey, all right, grant money.
Deduction's going to good use there. Let's go.
Dude, I don't know. I think that's about it.
I feel like you could go
You're
on for a while
presently-
though. Like,
That's
you got
good,
a lot
though.
going on.
You
for
can add farmer to your title right now.
I love.
You're a farmer, actually.
There's
I did not know that about
nothing
you.
that I love more than like the outdoors farm life.
You
Absolutely.
should step
Okay.
into Randall's world.
Okay.
I do it.
Randall.
You'd probably like it.
I would do it.
Randall did have
Randall's-
a question for you in another episode because we knew you were coming on.
Yeah.
So we're like he did wonder if you could name 3 country songs. Was it?
I wanted to know if you could name 3 country artists and 3 songs that they sing. Because I know you're big music guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's your, like you just
Incredible
said. studio
voice,
work,
by the
everything.
way. Incredible talent.
You sing with your
Knows the
church
game.
like 3 times a week. Apparently, it sounds like.
I-
But like
listen.
country, do you listen to it? No.
Absolutely.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I
But
feel
you're
like,
not allowed to say Morgan Wallen.
no. Dude, I would honestly say that Chris Stapleton probably has
you
probably
go.
one of the best male vocalists that are out right now. And my band, we actually perform Tennessee Whiskey.
Your
and-
band,
Yeah. And,
So he started a band.
we are Frankie and the Flyers.
Frankie and the Flyers.
We're
Okay.
a 5-man band. I play keys and sing. Frankie is our drummer.
Shut up, Frankie.
That is actually another thing, and I'm sorry to keep interrupting.
No,
you,
you're
but
fine.
Go down through the instruments just really quick that you play because you
Oh
play
yeah,
everything.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah.
This is not a quick thing, but go on.
I've played piano.
and he's single. Yeah, that's right.
All right, now. Settle down. But I
Looks
played
good in the bathroom.
piano. Just ask the contractor. You know. But play.
Okay, yeah, go through them. Go through them.
I play keys, bass,
1,
guitar,
2,
and
3,
drums.
4. So 4.
Like if I'm naming what I've played in the past, I used to play clarinet, bass clarinet. I used to.
Oh, you got lungs for that sucker, don't you? Like, feel like you have to like have pipes for that,
Well,
or is that more like the
there's.
trumpet?
Have you ever heard of circle breathing?
Yeah.
Like circle breaths and stuff. So like it's I don't do it well. That's why I don't play those instruments anymore. But like it's a technique that you use to continue the airflow
Okay.
so that you don't have to like
We should learn that for when we talk on the podcast. I get all amped up and I'm like, you know what I mean?
feel like
I mean,
there's
it's
a lot
just
of
going to
work.
happen naturally because you're excited about, what you're talking about.
Oh,
and
okay,
stuff
valid.
Like that. But I mean, instruments was always cool to me growing up because I come from a family of musicians that like, dude, if they're all playing music, I wouldn't even touch anything. Like that's how great they are.
Okay.
Absolutely, I wouldn't even sit down at a keyboard.
So you
or
consider
something.
yourself inferior to your family
Absolutely.
and your.
But
okay.
so you grew up. That's how
Awesome.
you're introduced. You grew up around music,
Yeah.
and that's
up, yeah.
So you always loved it. That's always what you
Absolutely.
wanted to
Yeah.
be part of.
I grew up around listening to, dude. Well, my brothers really got me. My one brother really got me into like more like hip hop stuff. So I listened to a lot of like older hip hop. Obviously like Tupac, Biggie, that kind of stuff. But then other art, dude. I was just listening to Lupe Fiasco again today. That always takes me back.
That's
I don't know
a
if you know,
throwback.
dude. I love Lupe Fiasco. Great lyricist. But then on the other side, dude, my oldest brother, dude, really got me into Jimi Hendrix. That's how I started playing guitar.
Never heard of him.
Bob Marley.
No,
Never heard of Jimi
heard
Hendrix?
Never
Really?
heard of him.
Wow, that's
never
amazing.
heard of
Chris.
him.
That's pretty deep.
I'm behind the times. I'm sorry. That's
pretty
okay.
interesting.
Okay.
I mean, not really. He's dead, but
Well, so he's deep.
I mean, yeah, it's underground, if you will. But Jimi Hendrix, like Bob Marley, dudes like one of my favorite artists that I'd say like D'Angelo.
Snoop Dogg.
I love Snoop.
Yeah.
I feel like Snoop is, first off, any
Da, da,
man
da,
that
da.
can get away with saying SNOOPDOGG on every song. Dude, you've made
You
it.
deserve something.
You made
Who's
it.
your favorite artist?
Yeah.
Like if you like just always.
I can't.
Do
I
you have
don't
like a
think I
top
could.
five?
I
you'd
did
throw in there?
ask
I could
you
probably
this.
go
I
top
did ask
five.
you this about 6
What did I
months
say?
ago.
I probably gave you an answer then.
I don't think you. I think you gave me about the same answer then.
Oh, okay.
But like if
Yeah.
you had like a top
I'm very
five,
sporadic.
Yeah.
If you didn't
Well, that's,
know
I
that.
think that's what you said.
You could ask me something at the beginning of this podcast.
Well, see,
and at the
you
end,
branch-
it's a different answer.
You branch off quite a bit when like asked a question,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah,
But like, I never got a question. I never got an answer either when I asked you about your like. It was something NBA related, like top 5 players or something, and like we never got to the top
If you
5.
get, I could give you top 5 NBA.
Well, you know what? Start with your favorite artists, and we can.
Oh,
go
you
from
asked
there.
me country stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go from country.
Dude, you know what? Last night I was listening to George Strait.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah, I was. Like I said, I love Chris Stapleton. Dude, like Josh Turner's your man. And that's always going to be a go-to at karaoke.
oh yeah, every drunk white guy is trying to sing that song.
Dude, you can't beat it. Dude, you listen to like Kenny Rogers. You listen to who's another? I'm trying to just name people. I'm not just trying to name random people. I'm trying to name people I like actually enjoy listening to too. Because, dude, I I don't know if I even have it anymore, but I used to have a pretty like long country playlist. I love country music because I feel like what country music has nowadays that a lot of music is missing compared to like what music used to be. I feel like, and I hate saying that too because it makes me feel like I'm like talking down on new artists or something. I hate doing that, but country music, dude, there's still a story, which is not becoming, that's why I used to love rap so much, dude. You could listen to an artist rap about something, and oh my,
You get a whole
dude.
like story out
Oh
of it.
my goodness, bro!
It's like watching a
epilogue.
movie. It's
It's
like
everything.
it's a
insane,
whole.
dude. Like if you like close your eyes and really like, dude, you're like walking through whatever they're going through.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of rappers aren't doing that, which styles change. That's what's popular right now.
But it's more about the
different.
sounds and the styles of it, not about the
Sounds and
lyricism.
beats and
Lyricism
stuff
is
like
falling
that,
off.
too. Yeah, and I hate to even say that because we do still have some good lyricists out there for sure. But like
Cardi B?
the vast majority aren't.
Chris,
the
you want to do me a
same
favor?
as what
Unplug
we've had
Jordan's
before.
No.
The vast
I'm more of like a
majority
Nicki
of what we
Minaj guy.
have. Hey, I do. Hey, I'll give Nicki her props when it comes to like, listen to this though. Listen to it. If you ever
All right,
watch
you
any
got
of
me.
like her videos, of her like writing her raps and stuff like that, that's her. Like she ain't nobody goes writing for her, especially like her older, like some of her poppier stuff is like okay, whatever. But like you listen to like some of her stuff when she was first coming up with Young Money and stuff like that. Like Weezy signed her for a reason. I mean Wayne is. You talk about a lyricist.
Now we need to sign her to
They
the
got
first row of a church.
Hey,
But is there someone out there that like you just in the music industry that you just don't really like or you don't like hate them? That's a really strong word, but just like you just like don't care if you never listen to their
You
music.
hear a song and
again.
it turns you off like right
yeah,
away.
well, I always feel like there's always going to be somebody that like, oh, dude, that song again, or that artist. But dude, I as a person who. And I hate calling myself a musician because I feel like that's like, oh yeah, I play music, but like,
you
I
are.
enjoy music.
You're 100% a
I play some
musician.
music and stuff. But like, dude, I gotta respect everybody from a person that's who I feel like an industry plug maybe or whatever you want to call it to like somebody who I consider like, dude, this is an artist I wish I could meet and listen, sit and talk to.
Okay.
Like I gotta respect everybody's grind.
Strictly from a lyricism standpoint, we're gonna play a little game here. I'm gonna list off a few artists. 1 out of 10, rate their lyricism efforts.
Okay.
So we'll see, and we're just gonna kind of keep this moving here a little bit.
Is that a word?
Yeah, lyricism.
If he wants
It
it
feels
to
like
be a
it's
word,
100% a word.
it's a word.
All right.
That's his podcast. He can do what he wants.
All right, here we go. Let's start off. We're just going to bounce around all genres. All right. Let's go here. All right. Lil Uzi Vert.
Like maybe 2, 3.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
And once again, like,
Yeah.
dude, he's built the following. Is cool. I'm sorry, because I always have to chime in because I feel like when I say that, people are like, "Oh, dude, you," but they're like, "Dude, it's just not my. It's not my."
No, I like that.
I don't
Not
feel
my
like we have a
taste.
lot of listeners who like Lil Uzi Vert, just so
Okay,
you know.
2.
But-
I would venture to say 90% of them don't know.
you know
who
what?
it
Let's
is.
let's go down a few Lils. Lil Baby.
Baby, I could get like his older stuff, like maybe 7. Sometimes, like
Yeah.
if you listen to his really older stuff, some of his newer stuff maybe a little bit lower.
Sure. I got you. Okay. Da Baby.
Dude, he had a run for a minute, maybe like sometimes his features are better than his like.
Oh, every feature is
Dude,
better
his
than
features
yeah.
was hitting, man, for a
Yep.
long time. Hey, if you're going just straight feature to Baby, dude, some girl used to say I used to look like him, and I used to go along with it because she was cute.
You actually,
But
you actually do kind of look
But-
like the baby now that I
but,
think
dude,
about
listen,
it.
bro,
You
she
kind of
used
do.
to. There's this girl I used to. We used to. Dude, see ADHD. She.
But you're single now, right?
She. I am.
Okay.
She.
Whoa.
We were
That's
in
actually
college.
close.
No, yeah, no. People.
You have a picture of the baby
I've
yet?
heard
Yeah,
more
I
than.
just pulled
Yeah.
up a picture.
I've heard more than it's happened more than just her.
Or
but
our
I let
reaction.
her say it all the time because she was just calling
Yeah,
me
you
baby.
liked it.
So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I see it.
No.
love it. Oh,
Dude, and
100%.
when my hair was
Yeah.
short too, I was like,
You have
okay,
better hair than her.
whatever. But
Yeah.
no, dude, my hair is long as heck right now.
Yeah.
But I have my braids in, but I don't know. The baby, yeah, like if I'm talking feature, it's higher than like his just normal regular stuff sometimes.
I got you. Wait, sorry, you weren't finished with your story about your.
Oh
your lady
yeah,
friend.
man, yeah, man. Cause she, man, listen, man. Cause she was like, we were talking in class. You know, I'm sitting next to her. You know, I'm
You chatted it
I'm
up.
spitting game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm spitting game. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, you know what? You look like the baby. And I was like,
I could be your baby.
I could be your baby.
I freaking called it. I knew it.
Hey man, her eye's
dude.
still cool. She's a cool person. But
Just,
that's
but you are single.
yeah,
And ready
you-
to mingle.
He's ready.
Not that part though.
Okay.
I don't think I'm ready to mingle.
Not
man.
about it.
So you were in the game. Now you're out, and you're staying out for a little bit.
Listen, dude, I have so much to focus on that I barely focus
You're
on.
retired
so
at
much-
35,
You have so much farming.
You know how hard it would be to retire at 35?
but you're gonna do it.
That's a goal.
Trust me.
Absolutely. But
It would be hard.
goodness, you know what I mean? People have done it. It's not impossible, but it's
Your
a lot of
pickings will
work.
probably open up if that detail gets like vastly known by the majority of women.
Okay.
Just saying that.
I mean, sure.
Okay, let's keep it moving here. Lil Nas X.
0.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
So, is there any respect for him, like in your brain?
No.
Okay, we found one.
Because and here's why, like when like Old Town Road and all that first stuff dropped, it's like, okay, like dude, you did a little
He
pop.
bought the beat though off the
Yeah.
like
Funny
ripped
enough,
it.
the or like that Industry Baby song.
Yeah.
Those
Down
horns
and back,
and stuff,
ayy.
dude. Those are literally
Down and
just.
back, ayy.
It's funny actually. You can go to Pro Tools. Like all those are just like standard whatever thing. And like you know what? And once again, like I gotta give everybody the respect. But his more recent stuff when he's like it's very blasphemous. It's like
It's so
I can't.
I can't stand it.
I can't.
It's going so far over the top. That
It's
like,
gone too far. Yeah.
What's the point?
It's gone way too far.
All right, let's switch.
Do you think, as a professional musician, that like is music losing its art? Because like I think you and I had this conversation about 6 months ago. We were talking about music after church one Sunday.
Yeah.
We were talking about the classics,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
way back. But like,
Oh, you don't get started. You don't get Caleb started on the classics, bro.
and I know you,
Bro,
you
he's
love
got deep feelings on the classics.
But do you feel, as a professional, that like music in general is losing its art? I know that's kind of a broad question, but like, have we gotten lazy?
I don't want to say yes because I feel like where most people are feeling that music is losing its art is particularly in hip hop, and hip hop, by most means, by definition, is usually what like popular culture is. It like that's what's pop. That's what's the freshest thing or whatever. And I feel like hip hop definitely has gone down in the sense of like what we've put in front of ourselves as being popular and stuff like that. Like sometimes it's like, dude, I listen to you listen to Tupac or something like that, and not to just put him out there as like like that's my top, but like, dude, I remember growing up listening to his music and like being in the mindset of a man who died at 27. Like, dude, or 25, no, 27. He's 27 Club, I think.
Okay,
but like, and I shouldn't have been feeling that as a kid, but like, dude, you're listening to this music, like, dude, there's a song. So do you know how Tupac, before he died, changed his name to Machiavelli?
I do not.
So Machiavelli was an Italian general, I believe, who at one point in time, before he died, faked his death and came back and defeated his enemies, right?
Okay.
So right around the time Tupac, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Right before,
I love it.
Right before,
Welcome to the show.
right before Tupac died, he had changed his name to Machiavelli.
Okay.
All this kind of stuff happened and stuff. And I promise you I'm wrapping back around to what you said. But might take me at least a good 5 minutes. So he changed his name to Machiavelli, a man who famously, faked his own death to defeat his enemies. He released a song called I Ain't Mad At You. I Ain't Mad At You is basically a story of him talking to a friend who, basically like knew about his killing or something like that. Mm-hmm. But he's telling him, I'm not mad at you though. You know what I mean? Like, life or whatever happened.
Sure.
And then there's but what's interesting about that is in the I Am Mad At You video, there's a scene where, Tupac gets shot or whatever. He's going through the hospital and up on the clock, all those conspiracy theories about how Tupac's still alive. This is why all that's happening. Up on the clock is his actual time of death. Like in this music video that he shot while he was still alive, is the actual time of death.
That's crazy.
Then on top of that, one of Tupac's last albums, Machiavelli, there's a song on there called Against All Odds. Against All Odds.
Okay.
So most people think I Ain't Mad At You or something like that is like his like, this is his, he's predicting his death song. Against All Odds is his predicting his death song, because most people think that Suge Knight was the main reason for his death, which, he could have had involvement. He was in the car and didn't get injured. And, everybody knows that there's like always a big feud of Suge Knight, because there's still belief that Suge Knight is the reason Eazy-E got killed and stuff like that and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's in this song, he basically flat out says who did it is a man named Haitian Jack. So, like, you listen to this song, and I'm listening to this as a kid. Tupac died before I was even born. But I'm listening to this as a kid because, like, my older brothers are listening to Tupac stuff. Dude, I'm listening to this, and I'm like, bro, the storytelling in this, the way this is making me think and making me feel, and, like, making me want to go down a rabbit hole of, like, dude, what is this? What is that? Like, dude, these words and these lyrics and this meaning and the passion behind it. And not only are you willing to, like, at the end of this song, he's talking and he says, I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready. Y'all told me, don't go to war if you ain't got your money right or whatever. Now I got my money right now. Because this is after he's getting out of jail, all this crazy stuff. You listen to that, and then you come over, and now it's like Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang. Once again, like I said before, I give no hate to any of these new artists because everybody has a grind, everybody has a hustle, everybody makes it how they make it. But, like, to me, like, listening to that's not going to be as enticing as this, like, dude, this story of life and death. Like, you're really living this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's where I would say that you
I love that. Like the way
down.
you explain that. Yeah. Like this is gonna sound like so probably just absolute trash of like my knowledge of like the hip hop culture or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like NF. Like the first time I heard his song, I think it's Mansions. Mm-hmm. I listened to that song and like the same thing. I just listened to it. I closed my eyes and listened to the whole thing. And you listen to that song, and like you walk and you like feel the pain and you're going through it.
Yeah.
And you're like living the moment with him. Yeah. And like when I listened to like where I was in my life, I like listen, I'm like, and then like from then on, I'm like, enough to it had a different meaning.
Yeah. Whole
I
different thing.
hear what you're saying
It's a
like that.
feel,
It's just
man,
like
yeah.
exactly. And again, this is several years ago, and I listened to them like, holy.
It's a totally different feeling of like walking through something with a person like who's making the story and like you feel it versus like just catching a vibe.
And here's another thing too. Even on older rap songs that are just catching a vibe too, there was still more like lyricism and depth to them.
Yeah.
You know who I always give mad props to is, and sometimes I don't feel like she gets enough props because one, she's a woman in hip hop, and two, like sometimes a lot of ladies and stuff don't get that same kind of, because it is a male dom, and I'm not that type of person. I always male, female, whatever. But like it is honestly true. Like I don't feel like she gets a lot of her props because she's a better rapper than most dudes I've seen out there. Missy Elliott, I don't know if you ever really listened to her a lot, but you definitely heard some of her songs before.
Yeah.
In one of her songs, you've heard the song "Work It" before. Because I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So first off,
Oh yeah. I just got like a 2 seconds of it.
One,
Like,
that beat was made by Timbaland, one of my favorite producers of all time. Two, that is I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it in reverse. Because it happens right after that. That's what that is in reverse.
No,
and
bro,
two,
that's crazy.
and lyric wise, she does a triple entendre in that song, which is nuts to me. I don't know if you know what a double entendre means, but it's like
I don't know what a single entendre means.
when like if you say I'm trying to give a good example of a good double entendre.
Do we need? We should probably give some context to this.
Yeah, that's her saying, I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it in reverse.
Okay.
So Google Dictionary has double entendre as a word or phrase that is open to two interpretations.
Exactly. So like for example, the one that Missy Elliott, like a trunk. You could be talking about a tree trunk or like an elephant's trunk, right? So Missy Elliott uses a triple entendre not only just with words, but with sound too. Nuts. She's a crazy rapper. So if you, in her song, she says, if you got a big, and then it's an elephant noise, like, bro, let me search you.
I get it.
Right? So, but listen, here's the triple entendre, right? She uses trunk as a male, whatever.
Yeah.
She uses the elephant noise.
What?
She uses the elephant noise as an elephant's trunk. And then she says, I'm going to search you like a trunk that you can open, like a chest or something. Like, dude, I was listening to that.
Wild,
and the first time I listened to it and thought about it, I was like, holy crap. Like, bro, she like steam was coming off of her head when she was writing this, bro. Like, she was cooking, bro.
That's
but like
awesome.
is
when I listen
insane.
to stuff like that, like as the sense of more like probably maybe it doesn't have as deep or serious of a meaning, but it's like, yo, the effort that you were putting in for this.
It's
So there's art in a different form.
Yeah.
But it's incredible that like that's a perfect example of something that is mostly listened to as a vibe that shows talent way beyond what we even think of right away.
Yeah, still real like it's still something that I couldn't just go in the studio and just make. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of thought put into that. I don't care how talented you are, how many countless hours you spend in the studio messing around with stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you don't just hop in and make a song like that. You know what I mean?
No, versus
As-
like Lil Pump. I'm not to throw him under the bus constantly, but like
again-
Gucci Gang every freaking time. You know, it's like
And
he's in the
once again,
studio
like
for
I
10
said,
minutes.
I try not to hate on anybody's specific thing, but like, dude, you know what I mean? Spend 10 racks on
But it's just like,
I could have went in and freestyled that verse.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean? But
Oh, you can remake it right now if you want to.
probably good.
but it's just, it is a, like what you're talking about. It's an art form, and they take pride,
Absolutely.
in what they do, and they're so good at it. And it's become like they're like LeBron James has done it his entire life, and he's refined it like that.
Bro, don't get started on LeBron.
Hey, but like it's the same. All right, we'll get there later.
Wait,
but it's the
I
same
need to
thing.
know.
Like they've worked and refined it, and it's an art form, and it's what they've done their whole life. It's
Yeah.
good. And then you
Yeah.
have somebody again. I don't even know who you're talking about. You have somebody comes in and is not like respecting what they have done their whole life.
Yeah.
It's just it's disrespectful.
Okay,
Yeah.
but do you think
know.
this is getting conspiracy theoretic? But do you think Hollywood is like programming people's minds to think like what should be a vibe and what shouldn't be?
Yeah.
Because the fact that it's like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci
Always
Gang, Gucci
have.
Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, and it's pushed heavily.
Always.
All of a sudden, a few weeks later, people were like, maybe that is a kind of a bop. You know what I mean? So you
dude. So that goes back to and the reason it is a bop is because you can break music down to a science really fast. First off, like, so back in, I want to say, I should just talk about who made it popular. Kanye West, when he made 808s and Heartbreaks, like that 808 sound, that boom, 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 all those kind of sounds, that's what really brought in a lot of different sounds and a lot of the music and rappers that we have today. Kanye West himself talks about the reason why we attract so much to that is because literally it's scientifically proven that when we hear those sounds and we feel those things, like literally brainwave wise, you change. You know what I mean? Like quite literally. So another reason of like and Kanye West will go through his whatever, sometimes, and that's up to whatever, I try not to get too deep on that, but dude, it's super interesting to listen to, because one time me and my brother Tyler were sitting down and we're talking about it too, because
oh boy,
dude, it's one of those situations where you'll listen to something and you'll feel a certain way, won't you? If you listen to a love song, you start to feel some type of love. If you listen to a Tear the Club Up song, you start to feel a little aggressive. Yeah. That's not on accident.
And for listener reference, if you're on Caleb, play a Tear the Club Up song.
Oh, dude, I get wild. You know what I'm saying?
I want to.
But it's like, it's not just what they're saying that's doing that. Listen to that instrumental and you're gonna feel that way. Like, there's literal like science put into a lot of those things that we're hearing on the radio daily to affect what we feel and think in our minds. You know what I mean? So I mean
Oh no.
the smoke.
What is with that? Stop it.
Chris?
Who's doing it? Chris, are you doing it?
Brother, my hands are off.
Yeah,
the
what's in your
keys to the
pocket?
smoke machines.
What's in your pocket?
I don't mean to we're not.
I will strip search you right now.
Right now?
It's on my person. Sorry, we're disrupting what Caleb had to say.
Sorry,
man. He was on a deep.
No, you're good.
He was hitting right there.
Caleb, is it concerning at all to you that there's a smoke machine on a podcast set?
No, it would be more concerning if there wasn't.
On a visual only, or an audio only podcast set.
They can hear the smoke.
Oh yeah, they don't want it though.
They can feel it. Yeah, they don't want it though. They don't want it though. How me here?
Oh man!
Oh, nice.
You know what? Actually, talking about club bangers and some of that stuff. Some of my best moments around Caleb, easily hitting up some moves at a wedding. Or different weddings. You know what
Yes.
I mean? Caleb at a wedding when
Bro,
things are
I want to see you on the dance floor.
we got lights
so
going
bad.
crazy. We got
Not in a
music
weird
going
way.
crazy.
Smoke machines?
I'm married.
You see stuff you just you can't unsee.
Not that way. Not that way. Oh, dude, just to see you in a tux, just waiting there at the altar. What? What are you saying right now, man? What do you got going on?
Just want to clarify.
It's just, man, the sun just crest over the horizon. Oh man, it's just what? What's going on over here, man? I'm starting to not like Randall to my right. need a mirror to watch this guy at all times.
Oh my gosh.
No, I enjoy weddings. I think it's a beautiful thing when two people make that decision to spend the rest of their lives together, and then it's fun. You know what I mean? You're a group of people that you normally may not get to be with all the time, hanging out, good music.
You gonna turn up at my wedding?
Oh, dude. Dude. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, good to know. Good to know.
Absolutely.
Well, you're gonna go crazy. All right.
Listen, man, I enjoy having a fun time. I feel like life is too short to be upset and just down on dumb things, dude. Like, every opportunity you
Amen.
get to have fun.
Say it louder for everyone in the back.
Say it
one
with
more time.
chest.
Yeah. Come
I
on now.
think that you should have fun.
Chest, Caleb. Chest. Okay.
I think that you should. But no, like, seriously.
yeah, I
like,
got you.
Like, people who are like, oh, I'm embarrassed, or oh, that's dumb, or that's stupid. I did live life, man.
Yeah. First of all, I'm sorry that I pumped so much smoke into this thing right
No,
now.
I like it. I think it's setting a vibe.
It is setting
now.
a vibe.
It's setting
Yeah,
a
I'm
vibe.
Yeah.
coughing.
I do want to say, so about we're getting close to a year ago. I want to say it's like 9 months ago. We were at a wedding. 8 months ago, probably. We were at a wedding, and it was Ty and Jess's from church.
Yeah, that might have been.
And that was the first wedding I've ever been to, actually, where there was like proper dancing, people going crazy. You know what I mean? And you were there.
What you're saying when I tore it up, like
No,
literally
no.
tore it up at Jordan's wedding, that wasn't proper dancing.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean,
Dude, I'm so upset
This
that
was
I
before
missed that.
that. That's why I said that.
would've been
This wedding was before Jordan's
Been
wedding.
awesome.
Yeah.
I left that place with shin splints, bro.
Wow.
I left it.
Goodness gracious.
I exaggerate sometimes.
Either
What
way,
was throwing down?
either way, I was at that. Caleb was at that wedding too, and so I don't think I didn't dance at all that night. Okay, because it was
At
also
Ty and Jess's?
no 100%. I did not at all, and we left, and like I maybe I did a little bit, but it was
I
like
think you did a little
It was like honestly an Andrew Tate sway. You ever seen him like do that sway thing in his? Yeah, he's like this, you know what I mean?
Sway is hilarious.
Ride
Yeah.
the chopper.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and that was about it. But at the next wedding I was at, I like switched gears and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. We got music going. We're gonna have a fun time here.
Dude, when you
know
stop
what I mean?
caring what people think, man, that's when you start living life. I stopped caring what people thought about me a long time ago.
Clearly.
And I feel like that. I don't know if that was a compliment or not. But
I didn't mean it as a compliment.
I don't think it
because
was.
Caleb, you honestly look like garbage right now. You walked out the house like this, really?
Hey, speaking of walking out the house, didn't you just have someone knock on your door recently?
On my door?
Yeah. Was it a contractor or something?
Oh, we already went
dude.
through that.
Listen, dude, he ain't knock on my door, dude. He just pulled up. He just pulled up. If you want me
You
to
know
tell the
what?
bathroom story again, I'll tell it again.
No, we already went through
But
that.
it's-
I just had to
it's-
get you on it.
I do want to ask you though. So you are a fan of bathrobes?
Dude, yeah, I think it's a great thing. Like as in
Freaking love you, man.
in like replacement for like using a towel when you get out, just throw a bathrobe on and you're dry. Yeah, why not? I'm all for efficiency.
What's
So
the
you dry yourself in the bathrobe.
Yeah, just put it on. And then you're dry.
But then the bathrobe's wet.
I honestly, no, it's not. It's
So you're
like a
just sitting
towel.
there, but you're like sitting
But
there in a
the-
puddle.
It's like
You
it's
realize-
a thicker material than a towel.
but
so
you
it's not
realize
gonna
when you use
sit
a
like-
towel, you hang it up for a reason
Yeah,
afterwards
but-
because it's wet.
those towels are a lot thinner than what
He's
you
right.
usually use in
We
a
got some
bathroom.
pink towels though. that we
So
use.
if you like throw on the bathrobe, dude, I've never had an issue where I was like, "Oh, dude, this bathrobe is like soaking wet."
Do you go chill on a couch though afterwards or
I
something?
can if I
so it
want.
soaks into the couch then.
No, I make sure I'm not like
how wet is it?
yeah, like how
know,
what kind of
but-
showers you think I'm taking, man?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Dipping in the waters of Lake Minnetonka or something over here. Like I don't know what you think I'm doing, dude. I'm using a normal shower head,
I don't know.
like a human being.
You question if I wear clothes in the shower pre-show. So I mean,
Hey, all right, touche.
yeah. Exactly. All right, what's the maximum amount of time you'll wear a bathrobe for then? Is this like I got 10 minutes in the bathroom
love
post
this
shower and I
song.
got to be in something else?
As until I need to not wear one.
Okay.
That is such a broad answer.
Sometimes it's when I need to go. Sometimes it's when our contractor comes down the road and unexpectedly, and
It's a windy
you
day.
don't want to greet people like that, man. You know what I mean?
Well, some people do. Some people go to Walmart like
Well,
that. Some people.
No,
some
that's
people
not
have no
okay.
cares.
That's not.
Those
okay.
aren't people. Those are
Bots.
those are characters.
Choose your
in
next
this
words
world.
wisely.
The characters in this little fun story we can call life.
What's your first thought when you see someone checking out? Maybe probably using the self checkout. Quite honestly, in a bathrobe.
Okay. All right.
Or like pajama pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on like what kind of pajama pants we're talking. Like if we're talking like from a glance you might not notice it that they're pajama pants. That's one thing. But like if I'm looking at them like, dude, you fall asleep in those. It's like, man.
Like pajama pants look like they just got out of bed and they've wore those for the last
But I
week.
gotta give you respect though, because once again, just like I just said about like not caring about what people think. Hey. You definitely don't care what people think. You know what I mean? So, like, honestly, I should be asking advice, if anything. You know, how do I
do it?
How do you reach enlightenment? You know what I mean? How do I get closer to where you're at? You know, because if I got there, things are getting bad, man. I'll tell you that much. Like, it's gonna get pretty crazy for this
love
world.
that.
If I'm
Oh, man.
Walmart pajama pants comfortable in this life, look out.
I actually
That's
seen
incredible.
something on Facebook the other day. Back when Walmart actually used to be cool. Do you guys remember this? They used to
I
have,
love this.
They used to have fish in the back.
Yeah.
You would walk
Do you
inside.
guys remember the
Yeah.
the lobster cage?
Yeah.
The lobster tank? Oh,
Dude, they had all kinds
You
of
would
stuff
walk
like that.
inside and it would smell so good, and to your right there was a McDonald's.
I think where
I don't remember the McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
So did they
always had a
replace
Subway.
Did they replace the McDonald's
did.
with Subways?
They did,
Yeah,
but
we had the
almost
Subway.
Yeah.
quite a few McDonald's.
I think they went wrong when they got rid of the guy handing out the smiley face stickers. After they got rid of that guy,
It was all downhill from
that
there.
was all downhill.
Yeah, I could see that.
Now there's
all-
like 25 self checkout lanes. Like, what are we doing, Walmart? Honestly,
You know, the self checkout lane.
I'm a fan.
I like it and dislike it. One, like, okay, yeah, somebody doesn't have a job anymore, but I'm out of there faster.
are you though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, so
absolutely.
here's a problem I just ran into.
How's your accounting at the self checkout line?
Oh, dude, well, here's the thing. Like, I've been technically single for most of my life.
Okay,
Ladies,
Like, okay, here we go. But like, I've never grocery shopped for more than one person. So like, how much stuff am I really buying?
Right.
You know, at self checkout, like there's 10 to 15 items max going in and out of there. So
Okay.
it's not
But
like it's crazy.
they always got those lanes of like 20 items or fewer, or like 15 items or fewer.
Yeah, nobody listens to that. Nobody
Nobody
listens
goes.
to that.
Yeah, nobody.
wait,
I
so
respect
I'm
it.
the
I
only
try
one
to
that
respect
counts
it.
my items?
I count my
No,
items.
there's no way somebody is shopping and they go through. Wait, hold on,
Oh.
Jeffrey, stop. Let me count.
Sweetheart, is that
21.
16? Oh, God.
We can't go. There's no way.
The scanner shuts off at 15.
No, it does not.
They probably have like a 5 item grace. You know what I mean? Grace period. You know what I mean?
We should go test that limit.
We should.
Tonight.
All I'm saying is, so I went to a local gas station recently to pick up a few 2 liters of soda, and or pop.
Soda
if
or
you're-
pop?
We're asking you.
You
Caleb.
said-
You're the new one on the show.
You said soda.
soda or pop. What do you call it?
You said soda.
I said soda. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what?
Because
what
I'm
do you
American.
call it?
Because I'm
Pop.
American.
I call it pop.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
okay.
he's right. We're right. We call it pop.
Where do you get soda from?
It's a Canadian thing.
Pennsylvania.
Probably because it's
It's
what
East
like
Coast
everyone
thing.
calls it.
Who's everyone?
Like
Everyone that's
humans.
Weird
normal
people.
and not characters.
What do you consider humans? You're wrong. Like, you're actually
All right, whatever. We don't need to talk about that. I'm in a self checkout. Okay, I'm in a gas station, and this self checkout has like this area where you scan. But
What kind
then
of gas station you going to that's self checkout?
That's actually
it's
great
a local.
question.
It's a local Circle K.
Are you
It is a-
serious? I've never been to.
You
I've
know,
never been to
you
a
know
gas
my
station
place
with-
of business. It's up the road from that. It's the local Circle
you
K.
s-
It's so close.
That
they have a
podunk,
self
that podunk
checkout.
place has a self.
They have a self checkout. I went in there
That is
for
impressive.
a few 2 liters of soda that were not for myself because I do not drink soda.
Lies.
And actually, I did have a glass of soda today. Crap.
Told you lies.
Anyways,
I think you were drinking one when I walked in the house, weren't you?
that was not a soda. That was something else. But we don't
Okay.
condone soda drinking on this show
All right.
or pop drinking. I'm in the self checkout lane. There's an overhead like system. Okay, there's an, like this whole like U-shaped system that you put this stuff in, and I'm thinking it doesn't scan. So like I go and I take both of the bottles. I scan them on the QR reader. I put them in the system where it's like there's a whole U-shaped thing. It's overhead, and it doubled the items, which means all you have to do is set them in this thing, and it senses what's in there or something.
Circle K has this.
Circle K has this. You put them in there, and I'm going to check out. And I'm like $13.50 for some soda. Like I bought two liters of soda.
The last time I went into Giant Eagle, they shut down the self checkouts because there was a problem when you scan Saran wrap. You're telling me Circle K has a
Bro, I'm telling you,
has
bro.
a full scanner for items. You just
100%.
put them there.
They do.
100%.
I can confirm.
I
I,
don't-
I stopped in there for
I
some
don't buy
stuff
it.
recently at like 6 in the morning. There was no one in the store.
Yeah,
But the
that's the
self-
only reason I used it this time.
But
There
the
was no one
self,
around.
yeah, the self checkout thing.
I'm
was
calling
there.
so much cap right now because you're telling me where you live in Podunk, Ohio, this Circle K, it's not even a nice Circle K.
No, it's awful.
Has, and it's not even the only Circle K in this town.
No,
Has
there's like at least 3 or 4.
has like a freaking space machine. How is that a
does.
thing?
I am
can-
100% telling you. Like, imagine that like this area
makes
is
no
hovered
sense.
over, and you put your item in here, scans it.
It has-
guys. I'm sorry. This is
Does it say
audio
"Beam
only.
me
You
up,
don't understand.
Scotty"?
Yes. And all I'm saying is it duplicated all my items. And so I literally paid for it. And then I'm like, wait, $13.50? Because yes, I noticed what I paid after I paid for it. Then I went and asked the lady, I'm like, did that just duplicate my items? And she's like, yeah. So I went and grabbed a few more
Deep
2
lady
liters.
voice.
So what?
That was a deep lady voice.
No, really, she was like, yes.
Wow.
Could be a
Bro,
guy.
it's a Circle
Maybe
K.
she's single.
She smokes for a living.
What's her name?
Oh man, you are back in the game, aren't you?
No, I'm not, dude. I'm trying my best to avoid it.
So
I just, it's just, I'm not right. I'm not
We-
at the right point in time.
You have the right mental frame. We scratched on something a little earlier. I talked about sports. So you have something. You're right over there, bud.
Yep, sorry.
This is why we need visual. Because what was that?
I don't know. Don't ask.
He about
Did you just
died.
fall out of your chair?
I leaned a little too far to one side.
Wow.
Randall, please do continue.
Definitely.
What do you got
can
against
of soda.
LeBron?
No, I think LeBron is the greatest basketball player of all time.
So you think? So I'm gonna ask you. right now. You know what question's coming?
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James
Oh, he's cupping the mic.
is the greatest basketball player of
State
all
your
time.
name and date because that's going on
Caleb
record.
Shaw,
Your opinion no longer
Checks
is
his
valid on
phone.
this show.
February 7th, 2020.
He did say Caleb
Okay.
Ethan Shaw, so
I agree.
I
with
stand
you.
on- I stand
agree
on
with
that.
you.
Randall.
I
What?
can't not
I
stand
do
on
agree
that.
with him.
I think he ruined the game, quite honestly.
You
I
think
don't-
You,
I think Steph
this
Curry
point in-
ruined the game.
At this point in time, truthfully, I feel like it's undeniable
That he ruined the game?
that LeBron is because if you want to so you can bring in so many different factors. You honestly really could. I think what happens is if LeBron came first, this conversation would be there would be the same exact thing going on. We would be talking about Michael like he's the greatest of all time, but we still got LeBron hanging over his head. And you can't act like the man consistently for 20 something years, dude, has been putting up numbers like Hall of Fame seasons every single year. Like this late in his career, putting up these numbers.
Yeah,
is
you're not
nuts.
wrong.
We've gotten
On
bored
top
with
of
greatness.
that-
Literally, we've gotten bored
dude,
with greatness.
and here's my biggest thing too. When that man retires, bro, I don't want to hear a single person talking about, oh man, he was so. Dude, you didn't enjoy the moment while we had it, bro. He is the all-time scoring champion. He's what, top 4 in assists right now?
Yeah.
something like that.
He'll be the top, but
He'll probably be dang near the top by the end of his career.
Sure.
He, on top of that, has taken 3 different teams to, and here's another thing, like people, he teamed or whatever. Okay, so if you want to talk about team hopping or team
Kevin
loyalty
Durant,
and stuff like
biggest
that,
snake of all time.
First off, we're not in that era anymore. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
GMs don't play that. There's no loyalty anymore. But what's his name who got traded on the bench while he was in a game?
Yes.
Wasn't it?
You know who I'm
wasn't
talking
it,
about?
I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of the
They
name.
don't care.
There's
They'll-
no. It's
a
money.
business.
It's a
It's a
business.
business.
And I can't be mad at that because the reason you even own this team is because you do business. Like
Valid.
like, you got to do what you got to do. Like
Very
you can't
valid.
put your heart and passion into a lot of these things because you won't find success sometimes. You know what I mean? You got to be able to separate those things. But okay, we can sit there and take their averages and stuff like that, and then everybody wants to boil down to rings. Okay, rings is absolutely something that you can factor in, but you can't deny the people that were with them when they did those things too. You had a team when Michael Jordan. When I gauge what a player added to a team, like if I want to talk about MVP status, Michael Jordan had 6 rings with pretty much the same team, right?
Yep.
Took a break in the middle to go play baseball.
He did.
What did that Bulls team do that year?
They were trash.
No. They were
they
good.
weren't.
No, they were good.
No, they weren't. I got you, thanks. That Bulls team still went to the playoffs and won 70-something games.
Darn
that
near
year.
won the whole thing.
Were
They
close.
were elite. They were
They
elite.
were elite. That arguably, one of the best teams in the league. What did that Cavs team do when LeBron left? Either time after he came back from Miami and before,
They actually
they
were
went
trash.
to the bottom of the seed both times. Like quite literally won the least amount of games in the entire conference.
the post LeBron Cavs team in 2011 or whatever is the worst team ever in the NBA.
What do you
Wait, actually?
That's a fact.
when you want to talk about what you add to a team, or you want to talk about
Sure.
because all right, you want to talk about rings, because once again, I'd never want to take rings away. Michael Jordan wasn't the only player out there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had Dennis Rodman, arguably the best rebounder of all time. Dude was putting
Kareem
up,
Abdul-Jabbar. A little earlier. I know. I understand that.
No,
but I'm still saying.
I think he's talking about
I'm just talking about
teammates.
the Bulls team. What do you?
Sorry, I thought we're listing off incredible legends of the time that are also impacting
You got
their
to forgive
teams.
Chris. He doesn't get out much.
No. I'm just talking about
I misread
that
the
Bulls
situation,
team over
but
the thing.
you can go on.
And
He
Pippen
had
was
Scottie Pippen was a beast of a player, dude. Like a killer player.
He should have been
You know
number
what I
one
mean?
on any team anywhere.
Then on top of that, bro, you had Tony Kukoc coming out, bro. Like hooping. Like really hooping, bro. Like you can't act like these guys were. Now don't get
Told
me
y'all
wrong.
he's passionate about this stuff.
Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr is a hooper, bro. Like I don't even. And here's another thing too. Like I never want to call anybody from the NBA trash because you're there for a reason. Like by all means, you're truly there for a reason.
Yeah,
but
there's
like,
a few guys you
compared to
could
other
probably-
NBA players, you can call somebody trash. But like, dude, like you had an elite team, an elite coaching staff. You know what I mean? Like, but you go to you know what LeBron had and stuff. Now LeBron had a great team for sure. But when you really look at, you know, what those players were, what they're factored as, what they're good, dude, you can't. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't. You can't bring up rings in that sense.
I know.
You can't bring up rings. So you got if you remove those and you want to talk about everything else. Now, once again, here's another thing that I'll always bring up too. Because think about the level of celebrity now versus then.
Yeah.
So, like, think about how movie stars were looked at, you know, now versus then. Think about an artist like Michael Jackson. There'll never be another Michael Jackson in the sense of fame. Like, dude, Michael Jackson was literally the king of an African country. Like, literally. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
there's no question about, you know, what fame used to be back then versus what it is now. And because now we got Instagram, social media, like we can see what these people are doing.
It's
on the
different.
daily. Yeah, it's completely different. So like in the sense of like, dude, being like, dude, Michael was everywhere. That's great. But you can't deny what LeBron is doing continuously every single night.
Okay.
To this day.
We get it.
My
Yeah.
my thing is,
I understand.
I want to add this to it. If you doubt LeBron's greatness, go to the 2016 finals, like 2016,
And just
playoffs.
watch it.
Just watch the whole thing. The thing that people forget is yes, and you're like, he had Kevin Love, he had J.R. Smith, he had Shumpert, he had Kyrie. Kyrie's a stud, whatever. He was the only player ever in that finals to have back-to-back 40-point games
Yep.
in the history of the NBA Finals.
Yep.
Yeah.
He also beat the best team in NBA history.
Absolutely. 110%.
Like, there's stuff that people just seem to overlook, and it's just like,
110%.
Jordan never did that.
110%.
No, he's sitting right here with a freaking mic in front of his mouth.
Please stop. Please stop.
mean,
I
Sorry, I had to put more smoke in the air.
I
My
agree
bad.
with you. I agree.
I have to. I always have to stand on that.
Hey, you know what? Caleb, we have a chunk about every episode where we talk about sports for a little bit, and
it's
that
fun. I
honestly,
love sports.
that fulfilled everything about that just
I love
perfectly.
sports.
I actually have a great question for you.
Are you at all
Too.
a NFL fan?
Me?
Yeah.
Slightly, not very much though.
Any particular side you lean to?
Are you talking about this year's Super Bowl, or are you just talking about in general?
Just in general, and then I'm curious on your Super Bowl.
Now,
predictions.
granted, this is pre-Super Bowl, so
And I also have
we are not cheating.
a pop culture / football question for you too.
I'll answer him first, and then I'll
Come back around.
Randall, he'll get to you in like 30 minutes. Chill out. Calm down, man.
Tomorrow morning sometime.
Dude, I told you.
Randall, stop demanding airtime.
I
This
told
is Caleb's
you,
moment.
I told you I talk, man.
You've never been on a podcast.
We're gonna get him married.
No. Me?
Yeah, some chicks gonna hear.
Have
your
you
voice.
ever had your? He's not gonna ever have his DMs ever more full again than after the show gets released.
They're probably full now. I just don't check them. I don't even think I have Instagram. I don't even think I have Instagram on my phone right now.
Dog.
Yeah, what is your Instagram handle?
If he doesn't have,
He probably doesn't know it.
Probably like Seashaw 721 or something like that.
Nice.
Seashell 721.
But
Okay.
there's like I like following different players. You know, I like different teams nowadays. I grew up, you know, like in the Browns and the Packers and stuff like that. But my dad is a big Steelers fan, super big.
Heck
Let's
yeah.
go, smart man.
Yeah, hey,
Smart man.
I give it to you guys. You guys were something back in the day.
Back
You know
in
what
the
I
day.
said? You know what I said there? You like that?
Oh,
Got a good head on his
But
shoulders.
then you said you had pop culture.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. What's your feeling on Taylor Swift? How do you okay? It's a 2-part question. Do you like Taylor Swift, and do you think that her being a part of the NFL is just a strictly she's
Once-
paid to be that?
It's for
Once
monetary
again-
game.
Now take this take this easy because we all have deep feelings about this.
We do have
Well-
very big opinions about this.
Interestingly enough,
Oh no.
once again, I respect all musical artists
Okay,
in the
come
sense of like.
I love how he doesn't want to burn any bridges
in
for when
there.
he's like in the industry.
No,
Now that we
I,
know.
did. I don't think I'll ever touch that industry.
Bro, when he was walking that runway on that Macy's tour,
dude.
whatever
Yeah,
he
he's
did,
like,
modeling,
someday.
bro, He's getting
He's
there.
actively trying not to get canceled.
But I hear like sometimes,
step.
like some of her fans, yeah, that's a cult following. Just a touch.
yeah.
Oh, 100.
That's
There's
a
not
little,
even a doubt.
That's a little much. Now, in the sense of like her dating Travis Kelce, like, dude, I could care less. You know what I mean? But like the fact that every single time I watch a Chiefs game, it's like.
Oh, it's a Taylor.
You're watching
game.
a Taylor Swift game.
It's like that's a little interesting.
Taylor Swift
That's-
show.
That seems pretty. But once again, the NFL is a business. They know that brings
Yep.
views. They know that brings media. So it's a business. That's why we're seeing it. Like
That's not what
dude,
we
the
wanted to
fact
hear,
that
Caleb.
we're even talking about this right now. Their business.
I actually
model is
hate that
working.
we
I
are
know.
talking about it. If I'm
Their
being
business.
honest, it
but
makes me
funny
angry.
enough, Travis Kelce though on the flip side, I because he's from Ohio, up
Yep.
in Cleveland.
He's an Ohio
and stuff.
boy.
Cleveland boy.
He
Thank you, sir.
one of my brother's friends. He actually used to date her.
Really?
I met there's a restaurant called Townhouse in Ohio City up in Cleveland.
Okay.
And I actually met him there before.
Travis.
You've met Travis Kelce.
He's tall, but like I think it was like
You could take him.
Caleb.
no, I didn't think I could take him. He's,
I was
he's
like,
a big
he
dude.
was a shorter dude.
But like it was like in passing, like a whatever.
How's it
Thing. But
going?
I was like,
Keep it moving.
I think that's Travis Kelce. But no,
Dang.
yeah,
So you met Taylor
Wow.
Swift's boyfriend.
Okay, you're gonna do that, Jordan.
Frick you.
that's no,
No.
All right, so
Actually-
you're not a Swiftie, or you a Swiftie?
no,
Okay, good. That's what we all wanted to hear.
Do you have any of her songs downloaded?
no.
That tells you all you should need to know, people.
You don't throw rocks at things that shine?
I don't even know what that means.
Have you ever felt 22?
I have been 22.
Have
yes.
you? Did you feel 22 though?
No, I felt pain in my knees. That's what I usually feel.
Yeah, I guess
That's
you
a-
wanna-
that's a respectful
You want to
take.
retire at 30, what is it?
5.
35, you will probably feel pain in your knees.
Hey, you know,
Keep that
and
hustle.
in my back. Too.
You're a big Grant Cardone guy, aren't you?
Not bad.
I've listened to him.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of those guys, sometimes will hit an extreme just to, pull their views and stuff. That's his business model. That's his marketing.
At some point-
he has some good stuff.
Well, it's got okay. I feel the same way about Dave Ramsey. I'll hear something from Dave
dude,
Ramsey
Dave.
every once in a
Uncle
year
Dave.
where I'm like, you know what?
you like Dave Ramsey?
I don't completely disagree with that, Dave. But at the same time, like 9 out of 10 times, I'm like, Dave, just like stop talking.
I think
Just,
he
like,
has good
stop
intentions,
talking.
but I think nowadays is a little bit farther removed. It's
a little bit
like,
dated.
dude. Like our church used to do Financial Peace University.
Okay. Yeah.
like we still have those box tapes somewhere in the basement. I'm sure. I'm dead serious, bro. Like I remember listening to those, but like
Tapes?
sometimes, oh, dude, dead
Cassettes,
serious.
bro.
Dead
Records.
serious.
Go.
But like I mean, just like once again, just like anybody, like sometimes I'll hear some of this stuff like, yeah, dude, I don't think that's really
Yeah.
reasonable.
Sometimes I wonder if he believes what he's saying.
You got to wonder that with anybody in that kind of position, because once again, dude, like you're a wheel and you're a cog in a machine. Like to keep
Bro, you're
your
a hamster in a
business-
wheel.
Anytime you're a person that makes money. First off, if you reach a point in your life where the things you say can make you money, like you can get advertisements and stuff like that, you've hit
Oh.
the jackpot. You know
We
what I
know
mean?
exactly what
We
you're
know
talking about.
exactly what you're talking about, bro.
Why do you think we're doing this?
But I
You
know
know how
I get
many,
it.
like, bro, thousands of cents that have been made on this show.
Listen, I get it. Now, that's big
And
bucks.
it makes you feel like you have power with your words.
I
I
hear
don't
you.
know that this show
I
has
hear
ever
you.
made sense.
Bro, I'm just saying, like we've done crazy things with this show. Like the financial gain from Rabbit Trails, stupid.
Oh yeah.
I know, I hear you, but I think that
We didn't even show Caleb the check he's going to get after this.
hey, I'd like to see it. Hopefully, I can get a dollar meal.
Yeah.
If that.
Okay, that was a proper roast.
Dude,
my
that's what media and marketing is nowadays.
yeah.
Is your shock factor, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta say something. You gotta clip.
Yep.
What's your clip that's gonna bring them here?
Oh, trust me, we are waiting for you to say something completely controversial.
Oh, hey.
We got nothing at this point, but
Everything is started with, I mean, I just got to respect this person, so that's why we're
I mean, you just gotta hit to be honest with you, you just gotta hit the right nail on the head.
We're gonna get you canceled.
all right, another round of drinks, everyone.
That's fine. That's fine. If you hit the nail on the head, man, I'll say some stuff.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to cut in here, but this is the end of the first part of a 2-part series. The second episode will be released in exactly 7 days, a week from today. So we will hope you stay tuned for that. But this has been the end of the first part with Caleb Ethan Shaw. Tune in next week to hear the second part. Until then, have a good week.